welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada, where the memorial torch honoring legendary owner Al Davis has just been lit, and we are set for football at Allegiant Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good welcome, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
Las Vegas Raiders!
And off we go from Las Vegas. And up to about the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
As they get set to take over on offense. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And what an incredible athlete with a cannon for an arm. And he's drawing comparisons to some of the best mobile QBs the league has ever seen. In addition, this is a young man who's learned from his mistakes along the way, prepares really well each and every time now, and he's got an opportunity to blossom in this system.
Willis now off play action. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down shy of the 38-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a gain of 12 and a
That's
first
good
down on their
for a
first
Dolphins.
play.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Willis looks to pass it here. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
Willis is
he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Short.
Motion!
They go play action with Willis. Looking deep downfield. And he bounces
intended for Jalen Tolbert. Incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up the man coverage.
And
On that play,
1 yard
they held
to
up
go.
quite well.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run here with a rookie. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down the 42-yard line. The Miami first
It's a
down,
gain
that
of
one
11.
going for a gain of 11.
And the Dolphins
How best to describe
first
that
down.
one? I'd say right down
A
Broadway
gain of
on that
11 on
run.
the play.
Straight ahead running.
First
I think
down,
that might
Miami.
be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's taken in by Dulcich. If you're those receivers, you got to be ready because he's going to throw quick on that RPO. He's going to
It's a
throw
pickup of 6.
And this is why you
Brings
spend
up second
time
and
with your
4
guy either in the
at the Raiders'
offseason, during the week,
36-yard
the whole
line.
bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
This 2nd and 4. In motion, that's Tolbert. Willis now off of play action. Now he'll take this and run. Willis short off the wheels there, and he gets him the first down.
A gain of 19 yards. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he
Willis is complete to Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Miami.
From 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball
Zane
with it.
Gonzalez lining up for the extra point.
And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the
kick
corner and
is
get
good.
on field. If you take the edge away,
Makes the score
that's your chance to
Dolphins
disrupt
7,
that play.
No
Raiders
disruption
nothing.
there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
So here comes the
at their
Raiders
own
offense
27-yard
on the
line.
field. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a 4th-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, a formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he slides and covers
The
up at the
quarterback
end.
runs it
He's
on
going
the
to be able to
option.
pick up decent yardage.
It's a gain of 8.
He'll get 8 on
Brings
the
up
keeper
2nd
there. It'll be
and 2
second and a couple.
at the 34-yard
What's
line.
important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is going to be stopped
Jeanty, the ball carrier,
on the line of scrimmage.
brought down behind the line of
Lose a
scrimmage.
yard on the play,
It's
so
a
now
loss
they
of
need
1.
3 yards
Brings
on
up
3rd
3rd
down.
and 3.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. That's complete. It's Ashton Jeanty. It looks like right at the 40.
A 7-yard gain.
7 out of it, and
That's
he also
good
gets
for
a
a Las
first.
Vegas first down.
Already down 7-0 after the
1st
touchdown
and
a
10
minute
at the
ago. So a
40-yard
3 and out
line.
here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
On play action, Cousins. They'll get this out to Jeanty. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield
Complete to
stop at the
Ashton
40-yard
Jeanty.
line.
Out of bounds,
Well, we
just
know
short
he
of
can run the football
midfield.
too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there
seven-yard
and a
gain.
first down.
And a Las
I know what
Vegas
you're thinking out there.
first
I know a lot of people
down.
thinking, take a shot downfield.
1st
It's a
and
great
10 at
spot
the
for it.
44-yard
I'd say
line.
maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Right back to JT on first down. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
A gain of
Pick up
10
a 10,
yards.
and it's enough for a Las
That's
Vegas
another
first down.
Raiders
A couple of nice
first
carries
down.
back-to-back here, establishing
1st
the
and
ground game
10
a
at
bit.
the
Yeah, these aren't
34-yard
bare-bones
line.
runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the
Cousins pass. Complete to Michael
before
Mayer.
being taken down at
It's a
the
gain of 7.
27.
Brings up 2nd
Nice
and
rhythm
3.
throw there on first down.
At the
He located his tight
27-yard
end, made it a
line.
nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Up the middle. It's Genty. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play.
Good enough for the first down.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
After that last
First
run,
and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete. Genty out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Raider
really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's
First
now 4
and 10 at the 11-yard line.
in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's going to battle his way down around the 2-yard line.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
On the carry that time.
A gain of 9
with a
brings up 2nd and 1.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Once again, it's Genty.
Genty
He winds up giving a
it's
yard
a loss
back
of a
there,
yard.
and now it's 3rd
Brings
and
up
2.
3rd down
I would
and
have figured
2.
after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
A gain of 3 yards.
3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
First down. First and goal
You
at
have
the
to be aware
1-yard
defensively
line.
that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep them from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Matt Gay on for the extra point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter.
The game at
7-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's headed, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return.
So Miami
the
coming
Dolphins
out
take
for their
over
second
first
drive.
and 10 at
So
their own
both of these teams,
27-yard line.
coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. They juked him. And he'll be taken down before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 24 yards.
For 24 and a
That's
first.
good for a Dolphins.
They had a chance to
first
limit
down.
his yardage, but he was able to fight off that
First
tackle.
and 10
So it's
at the
not just the
49-yard
responsibility of
line.
the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the
Complete to number 1, Jalen Colbert. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
Intended for 2-2.
Nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now brings up 3rd down.
And
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Willis will look to throw it. And the Raiders have game.
Loss of 7 yards.
And this is a quarterback
And
who's
it's
already had
4th
success
down.
on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to
Bradley
tackle him.
Pinion in punt formation.
These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second
Bradley
quarter.
Pinion in punt
As
formation.
they've got it with a 4th down coming up. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this will pin them back deep. That's going to kick out
The
of
Raiders
bounds right
take
at
over
about the
1st and
7-yard
10
line.
at their own
Second
7-yard
drive
line.
of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Cousins pass
To the left
thrown
side,
away
and
and incomplete.
And I can
It's
see the
now
officials
2nd
kind of
and
looking
10.
at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Cousins
He's able to
pass
break out one
complete
tackle,
to
but
Brock
then quickly
Bowers.
brought down.
It's
They
a gain
get
of 6.
That'll leave them
Makes
with
it
3rd and
3rd
4.
and
Let's
4.
not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Bowers.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll
A gain
wind up
of
a 1st
19
down.
yards.
Well, a lot of times when you
That's
get a
good
magical
for a
3rd
Las
down
Vegas
situation like this,
1st down.
you have to think about your tight end.
1st
and he
and
comes
10 at
through
the
for
32-yard
picking up the
line.
1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, we're going to use it.
That's caught by Tucker.
Cousins pass
So they'll get nothing out of that
complete to
play.
Trey
And
Tucker.
it's 2nd down.
No gain on
As
the
a
play.
defense, you're more balanced
Brings
when
up
you're in zone
2nd
coverage
and
because you're
10
able to keep your eyes
at the
on the
32-yard
quarterback
line.
and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing, Cousins. That is caught downfield. It's Bush. And he'll be taken down, but not before they
It's a gain of 22 yards.
22
And the
yards
Las
there,
Vegas
1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 38 yards.
Pick up a 38.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, There wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
On the handoff, it's Lowry.
Touchdown,
Taking it
Raiders.
7 yards away. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Matt Gay on
is on
for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders
So that
14,
drive 7 plays in
Dolphins
length.
7.
And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Matt
After the
Gay set
touchdown,
to
it's
kick
Gay
off.
to kick this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20.
The Dolphins
to
take
about the
over
22.
first and 10 at their own
Comes the
22-yard
offensive
line.
unit now. They get set to take over. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Play action. Here's Willis. And down he goes. Brought down for a sack.
Malik Willis
Max Crosby blowing off the play
6
and getting the
yards.
sack.
It's second
Chalk
down.
that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Willis. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Willis's pass complete to Devon
Taking a
Achane.
sack on first down.
16 yards on the play.
But now they're
It's
in a much
now
better
third
spot for a
down.
third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Willis on the sneak. And I don't think he got there.
Quarterback
No,
sneak.
they stop him right where
Adam
it all
Butler
started.
there on the tackle.
Only a yard on the
A
sneak,
gain of only
not
a
enough.
yard.
And he's a few
It's
inches
fourth
short
down.
for 4th down.
That wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
So
Bradley
on now
Pinion
is the
in
Clemson
punt
man, Bradley
formation.
Pinion to punt this one away. And no
Fair
return
catch.
on this one. It's a
Signal
fair
for
catch. A signal
and
for
taken.
and taken.
The Raiders take
They call
over
it
first
38
and
yards
10
on the punt, no
at their
return.
own 27-yard
And it'll be
line.
Raiders football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And the reinforcements come in.
Genty
Stop him behind the line.
It was taken down behind the line of
It's a
scrimmage.
1-yard loss.
A
That's
loss
going to
of a
bring up
yard.
2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd
Part of
and
the
11
thinking when you bring in
at
extra
the
tight ends,
26-yard
hoping that
line.
each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Genty. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Sometimes your
3rd
forces get
and
challenged
10.
at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And
Ashton Genty,
he's going to be stopped in his tracks.
Tyrell Dodson on the tackle.
He'll lose a
It's a
yard
loss
there,
of a
and it's
yard.
2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd
That was
and
well
11.
played there defensively.
At the
2
Dolphins'
tight ends in the
49-yard
formation,
line.
which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Genty again, ball carrier.
Back to the line of
Brought
scrimmage.
down
That's
right
it.
at the line of scrimmage.
Officially
No
nothing
gain on the
that
play.
one, no gain,
It's
so they're
3rd
left with still
and
10 to
10.
go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Had a man open.
Cousins
He
pass.
overshot it. It's
Intended for
incomplete.
Jalen Naylor.
Oh, man,
Incomplete.
that is just a flat
It's
miss.
4th down.
He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the
A.J.
prospect of a
Cole
long
in punt
touchdown.
formation for the
So on
Raiders.
4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Malik Washington deep for Miami. And this will be out of bounds. Now
The
it's a
Dolphins
question
take
of where
over
to mark
1st
it.
and 10.
And they'll say it
At their
crosses
own
at the
11-yard
11-yard
line.
line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And give it a
Devon
kick at the
Achane,
middle,
the ball
3
carrier.
yards. That'll bring up
The
2nd
tackle
down.
by Quay Walker.
The defense thought they had that
A
play
gain
covered,
of
but it
4.
still got driven
It's now
backward by
2nd
those
and
blockers.
6
Those types of
at the
plays
15-yard
keep
line.
any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
2nd down and 6 now. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Right back to Achane on 2nd down.
Devon Achane, the ball carrier.
About the 16-yard
The tackle
line.
by Quay
2
Walker.
yards the gain there. And
A
now they're left
2-yard
with a
gain on the
3rd and
play.
4 for
And it's
first.
3rd
Well, not a
down.
huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Shotgun snap to Willis. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pick
It's
up
a
there,
gain of
11
11.
yards, and it'll move the
And
Stix.
the Dolphins first
Certainly
down.
not a positive sign if you're the D
1st and
coordinator to
10
see your
at the
guys give up that
27-yard
space so
line.
early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And this one is going to be
Willis'
off the
pass
mark. Too far
intended
in
for
front.
Jalen Tolbert.
Had no
Incomplete.
command that time, man. They'll put a
The
little too much
coverage
heat
by
on it. There was thin
Nakobe
partner.
Dean.
Absolutely just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is met
Before the
exchange, and he goes down right there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
Timeouts.
A gain of 1.
As they'll head to
Brings
the
up
sideline
3rd
to
down
talk
and
over what
9.
to do next. They'll come up now 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there's no one
intended for Tutu Atwell. Incomplete.
And it falls incomplete.
It's now
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come
Bradley
up with.
Pinion
And
in
instead,
punt formation.
a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Fair catch.
36 yards on the
Signal
punt
for
with no
and
return.
taken.
And
The Raiders
will
take over
now,
first and
10.
at
The
their own
Raiders offense
33-yard
now,
line.
they trot back out. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And right side, they're going to go option here.
The quarterback
And
keeps it
sliding
on the
to
option.
Here, still a little shy of the
A
first
3-yard
down marker.
pickup.
Give
Brings
him
up
3 on the
2nd
keeper
and
there,
7
and it is second
at the
down.
36-yard
They held
line.
them to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at them. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
To throw is Cousins. He finds his man complete. It's Young.
Complete to
And this
Derek
winds
Young.
up a pickup of 2,
It's a
maybe
gain
2
of
and a
3.
half to about
Brings
the
up
39.
3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Looking middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of
A gain
their
of 9
timeouts.
yards.
As
And
it's down
the
to
Raiders
17
first
seconds to
down.
go in this first half of
First
action.
and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Cousins. And that's going to be
Cousins
incomplete.
pass.
12
Intended
seconds
for
left.
Brock Bowers.
Not sure what happened out there,
Incomplete.
but it looked like the timing was
It
a little
leads
off
to
on that
2nd
throw.
and 10.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now. And just not enough on the
Cousins
throw there.
pass.
Down around his feet and
Intended for
incomplete.
Jack Besh.
He released that
Incomplete.
awkwardly. It almost
Brings
looked
up
like a
3rd down
pitcher who
and
gripped his
10.
fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he returns this to the
Raiders
22.
take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense
at their
ready
own
to go here to
22-yard
start
line.
the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers.
Complete to number 89, Brock Bowers.
And it'll be second
Out of
and a
bounds
couple.
at the 30-yard line.
He's the epitome of
It's
what
a
we
gain
call
of
a
8.
move tight
Brings
end.
up
A guy that you
second
can line
and
up
2.
anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A run straight ahead with Genti. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
A gain of 6.
Second and 2
That's
is
good
prime
for a
time for a
Las
little bit of a
Vegas
gamble, isn't it?
first
Open up the
down.
playbook, go play action, toss that
1st
bad
and
boy
10 at
deep.
the
But in this
36-yard line.
situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
To throw, Cousins. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And he takes him down before he gets into enemy
A gain of
territory.
15 yards.
Just his second catch of the
That's
game so
another
far. This
Las
one moves the
Vegas
chains.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Cousins. Over the middle, hooks up with a tight end, Bowers. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
15 more yards.
That's another gain of
That's
15 on
another
back-to-back
Raiders
plays.
first
That
down.
tight end position, it just
1st
seems
and
to
10 at the
continue to evolve
33-yard line.
every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The quarterback
Probably
runs it
should
out
have
of
given
the
that one
field.
off as he's going to get hit
The
and
tackle
taken
made back
down
at the
behind the line.
37-yard line.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Cousins to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his
Pass.
receiver.
Intended for
I
Jack
like the look of
Best.
that play right from the
Incomplete.
beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage
now
that was
3rd
there.
down and
Tried to force
14.
it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. That's to the left sideways, got Naylor. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to
It's
convert
a
on
gain
3rd
of
down.
28
That sets up a
yards.
1st and goal.
And a Las Vegas
That's a letdown
first
defensively
down.
because they had them stacked up 3rd and
First
long,
and
and you know
goal
their
at the
thought process
8-yard
had to
line.
be, just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
Now a handoff to Genti. And he will maneuver his way down about the
Genti,
7.
ball carrier.
It's a gain of a couple.
He's tackled
and it'll
at the
be
7-yard line. A
The yards
pickup
may
of
start
2.
getting a little tougher
Brings up
come
2nd
down
and
here near the
goal.
line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Ashton
That's a pretty
Genti.
play there. Got in at the last
Incomplete.
second, helped force the ball
It's
free,
now 3rd
and kept them
and
out of the
goal.
end zone.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Motion.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To for the end zone, but it's
Cousins
incomplete.
pass. Intended for Trey Tucker.
That was a touchdown if he could have
Incomplete.
hung on. Instead, it
Brings
was a
up
well-timed
4th
collision
and
to draw
goal.
that one free.
Matt Gay on
now
for the
gets
field
ready
goal.
for the field goal
A
try.
24-yard
This is
attempt.
just a 24-yard attempt. And Gay
The
knocks
kick
this
is
one through.
good.
And they will move up
Makes
by
the
10
score
now,
Raiders 17.
17. They
Dolphins
picked
7.
up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made
Matt
field
Gay
goal, Gay
set
back
to kick
out there to
off.
kick it off. And he'll go
The
down as
Dolphins
this
take
drive
over
will
first
start at
and
the
10
25-yard
at their
line.
own 25-yard
So here are
line.
the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
This throw left side is caught by Tober. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 40.
It's a gain of 31 yards.
That was an impressive
That's good for a
31-yard gain.
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now Gordon, first down. And he'll be brought down to the ball carrier.
Taken down
Give him a
by
couple on the
Nakobe
carry there.
Dean.
Second and 8.
A gain of
Got to be
2.
impressed by
Brings
the
up
defensive
second
front
and
on
8
rips like
at the
those. They were not being
42-yard
moved up
line.
the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's the second and 8. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphins got going a little early. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still second down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. To throw, here's Willis. Throw to the right, caught by
Willis's
Dulcich.
pass complete to Greg
Good for
Dulcich.
6 yards.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Not a big window to throw.
third down.
Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of
It's a
9
9-yard
yards.
gain, and it keeps the
And the
drive
Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over
Willis's
personal
pass
protection.
intended for Greg Dulcich.
The coverage a
Incomplete.
little too good there. And
It's second down and 10.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have
2-2
points,
Bell,
and the
the
guys who
ball
can put the
carrier.
ball in the end zone, they're the
Tommy
ones that need to touch the ball.
Eichenberg on the tackle.
It's a loss of
A 7-yard loss.
And now it's
Brings up
third
third down.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. As they have to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Quick throw there.
Notice his
Is
pass
incomplete.
intended for
There's a lot to think about when you're playing
incomplete.
quarterback, isn't there? I mean, this is third
Brings
and
up
long.
fourth
So your
down.
chances of completing a pass for a first down are slim to begin with. And then when you put it into some traffic, you're really
Bradley
wreaking
Pinion
havoc with
in
your
punt
options, aren't you?
formation.
Maybe he's just got to heave it into the, throw it up in the stands and make sure no one can catch it.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raiders now set to get the football back. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
That's caught by Tucker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard
It's a gain of 16 yards.
16 yards right off the bat.
And the
First
Raider
down.
first down. First
Now we
and
get
10
into the
at the
psychology of the
32-yard
whole thing,
line.
because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode. Really try to put the hammer down
Brought
and
down
finish
at
this
the
one off.
35-yard line.
On the
It's a
tackle
pickup
there,
of
Zach
3.
Sealer out of
Brings
Ferris
up
State.
2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now Cousins. Short throw caught by Bowers.
Cousins
They had
pass.
3
Complete
yards
to
on first
Brock
down, just
Bowers.
1 yard there.
A gain of
Gotta
a
give
yard.
credit where it's
Brings
due.
up
Really
3rd
nice
and
defense on
5.
that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25.
Bowers.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
It's a gain of 42 yards.
Another
And
big
the
play
Raider
right there. And this
first
is where, as an
down.
offense, you can really
First
put the
and
hammer
10
down.
at the
You've got a
22-yard
double-digit
line.
lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Throwing, Cousins. He'll drop this underneath for Genty. And able to break one
Cousins
tackle, but then
pass.
quickly brought
Complete
down.
to number
A nice
2,
little gain.
Ashton Genty.
I think the best
8
offenses
yards on the
love to give
pickup.
the ball to
Brings
the running
up
backs in
2nd
open
and 2
space because
at the
they have the ability to
14-yard
make
line.
people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On the give, Genty. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 of the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive
A gain of 3
continues. It's a
yards.
first down.
That's another
Not too many
Las
more ideal
Vegas
situations in
first
2nd
down.
and 2 in order to try
First
and pick up
and
a first
10
down.
at the
They
11-yard
ran it
line.
and picked it up.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the give, Genty. He is going to be stopped
Genty
cold
again, the ball
behind the line
carrier.
of scrimmage.
Tyrell Dodson on
Officially,
the
it's a
tackle.
1-yard loss.
A
That's going
loss
to
of
bring
a
up
yard.
2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd
They have 3
and
tight
11.
ends in that
At
formation.
the
That's almost a
12-yard
universal
line.
sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. That's to Bash over the middle.
Cousins
Called a
pass.
gain of 6
Complete
on the
to
play.
Jack Bech.
And it brings up
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move was there as they were able to
intended
connect.
for Jack Best.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red
Sets
zone.
up 4th
Nice
down.
tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here we go.
Matt
Maybe
Gay
the biggest
on
kick
for
of the
the
game
field goal.
forthcoming.
A
From the
24-yard
left hash, a
attempt.
chip shot here. Gay's kick
The
is
kick
good.
is
And
good.
they'll open the lead up now to
Makes
20
the
to
score
7.
Raiders 20.
So that maybe not a
Dolphins
knockout
7.
blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
After the
Matt
made field
Gay
goal,
set
Gay
to
back
kick
out
off.
there to kick it off. Oh, a heck of a move.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard
Set
line.
to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's H.A. to start the drive. And now
Ron
it's to
H.A.,
stick
the
up
Dolphins ball carrier.
gain up to the
He was brought
26.
down at the 26.
I think they want to
A
start
gain
getting
of a
back into
yard.
this game. It
Brings up
behooves them
2nd
to get
and
better on
9.
1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Willis looking to throw it. That's to the sideline.
Willis's pass incomplete on the
Misconnection
throw.
there. He's hit on just 50% of his
Isaiah
passes
Paul
thus
on the
far.
coverage.
That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here's Willis. And that is incomplete.
Willis's pass intended for Tutu Atwell.
Back-to-back
Incomplete.
incompletions. Receivers
3
blanketed on both
and
attempts.
out.
This time on
4th
3rd down.
Bradley
Here's Bradley
Pinion in
Pinion
punt
now,
formation.
as he's on for the 5th time here today. They'll score that a
Trey Tucker
36-yard
on
punt.
the return.
And it will be
The Raiders
1st and 10
take
as
over
they
1st
take
and
over.
10.
The Raiders
their own
offense and Kirk
41-yard
Cousins getting
line.
ready for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs,
A
they
gain
can't
of
touch the ball.
17 yards.
That's a good way to
That's
start the
good
drive.
for a
17
Las
yards and a
Vegas
1st down.
First down.
That should be a reminder
1st
defensively,
and
and I
10
think it's
at
a
the
reminder to
42-yard
myself
line.
because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he is met
Ashton
in his
Jeffy
tracks
back
behind the
area.
line of scrimmage.
Chuck Robinson on the
Loss of a
tackle.
full 3 yards.
Brought
and
down
now it's
back at the
2nd down.
45-yard line.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great.
because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Reset, reset. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion, man.
Cousins. We'll get this out to Genty. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Complete to Ashton
See
Genty.
another pitch and catch there to
That's
the
a
running
gain
back.
of
This
7.
position just continues
Brings
to
up
evolve.
3rd and
They
5.
become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the
Cousins
ball away, and it
pass
falls
intended for
incomplete.
Jalen Naylor.
Going for the knockout
Incomplete.
blow right there. I
It's
think if
now
I'm up 2
4th down.
scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
So now they're going to send out the field
Matt
goal
Gay
unit to,
on
as
4th
they say,
field goal.
fire away from long
A
distance.
54-yard
It's
attempt.
from 54 yards away. And
Kick
Gay knocks
is
this
good.
one through. And that will
Makes the
extend
score
their lead.
Raiders
even further.
23.
So all
Dolphins
things
7.
considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Matt Gay
After
set
the
to
made
kick
field
off.
goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the
The
25
Dolphins
to
take
the
over
26
first and
yard
10
line.
at their own
The Dolphins
26-yard
getting set to
line.
go here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Willis. And the Raiders have
Willis sacked. A loss of 4 yards.
time on the sack.
It's second down.
Second.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Willis. That's going to be knocked
Willis's pass intended for Greg Dulcich.
I know conventional wisdom
Incomplete.
says, hey, don't get it all back
Jeremy
in one
Chin
play.
on the coverage.
But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. That one too long.
Willis's pass
Incomplete.
thrown to the sideline and
So another
incomplete.
incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving them a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. It's incomplete.
Willis's
Took a shot.
intended for Malik Washington.
The Dolphins can't
Incomplete.
convert on 4th down.
Result of
And
the play
Raiders with the
is a
football
turnover
now in
on
excellent
down.
field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's
intended
incomplete.
for Michael Mayer.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time,
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
It's not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
They'll wind up getting free on the keeper there, but it leads to a third
He's
down.
brought down at the 20-yard line.
Sequence there.
That's
You force
a
the
gain of
incompletion,
3.
then a very short
It's
pickup.
third
Yeah, now
and
maybe bring in
7.
an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down. At the 27-yard line.
By
He's
Chuck
sacked.
Robinson. A loss of 7.
Defense coming
It's
through
4th
on
down.
3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Matt
Gay
Gay
now
on for
gets
the field
ready
goal.
for the field goal try.
A 44-yard
That's to make
attempt.
it a 3-score game late. Gay's kick is good.
The kick is
and that will
good.
extend their lead even further.
Makes the score
So the
Raiders
starting field
26.
position was terrific following
Dolphins
the
7.
surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Matt Gay
After the made
set to
field
kick
goal,
off.
Gay back out there to kick it off. And makes it across the 20 as his guys
The
will
Dolphins
set up
take over
shop
first and 10
23-yard line.
at their own
Comes the
23-yard
Miami
line.
offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be
One
stopped right
Achane,
near
the
the line
Dolphins
of
ball
scrimmage.
carrier. Isaiah
Credit him with a
Olomouc on
1-yard
the
gain there to
tackle.
make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Defense is always
Brings up
talking about
second
earning the right
and
to rush
9
the passer on
at the
third down. And
24-yard
offenses
line.
want win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Willis. Complete to Washington.
Malik
And he's taken down with a
Washington.
slip across the 35.
A gain of 12
Given
yards.
12 yards there, and
That's
the
good
Dolphins
for
have a
Dolphins.
first down.
First
This
down.
defense has certainly had an outstanding
First
second
and 10
half.
at
haven't
the
they? I know they just
36-yard
gave up a first
line.
down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your
4
tackle.
yards on the
Tackle them
pickup.
after the catch,
Second and
inbounds, keep
6
the clock running.
at the
Just let them
39-yard
bleed the game
line.
out that way.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Now Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards.
A gain
to the
of
first.
9 yards.
Well, this is
And
certainly
the
turned into a
Dolphins
showcase game for
first
what he can
down.
do on the ground because
A gain
they're
of
just
9
continuing to give him
yards.
chances to run it,
And the
he's
Dolphin
earning every
first down.
additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Open man downfield is Sims. He's got it. He'll go down, but not before getting this inside.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play.
Nice gain of 25
That's another
yards.
Dolphins first First
Those
down.
are the types of plays they
It's a gain of 25 yards.
in the first 3 quarters.
First down,
This
Dolphins.
deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th, but a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up
A
and
gain of
continue to
21 more yards.
That's now a pair of
That's
explosive
another
plays in succession,
Dolphins
both north
first
of 20
down.
yards.
First and goal, Miami.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They set up the screen. H.N. has it.
Lewis
And he
is
goes
pass.
backwards on this
Complete
one.
to
Losing
Devon
H.N.
H.N.
to the 7.
A loss of 2.
It'll go as a
Brings up
loss on the
second
play.
and
Not
goal.
what you need down
at the
here. It's going to be
7-yard
second
line.
and goal.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL.
And he's got it. 15-yard line.
Malik Willis sack. A loss of 7 yards.
His second sack
It's
of the
third down
afternoon.
and goal.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Looking end zone.
Willis is
It's
pass.
incomplete.
Intended for Malik
They lead
Washington.
big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken
It's
their
now
play to a
fourth
whole new
down
level
and
this
goal.
second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And it's going to be
Willis is
bounced
pass. Intended for Jalen Tolbert. Incomplete.
Hook up here on the 4th
It's
down
a
pass
turnover
attempt.
on
And
down.
this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. 46 yards rushing for
Genty, ball carrier.
Good gain there on
Brought down
first
at the
down.
23-yard
Keeps them in a
line.
running situation.
It's a gain of 8.
They did everything
Brings up
right on
second
that play,
and
didn't
2.
they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll get to the 29-yard line down there. 6 yards to pick
A
up,
gain
and
of
that's a
6.
first down.
And a Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.